Hello, all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Data Anomaly Hunters Scar, Season 3, Episode 3, 1 Week in Kinzo. This is one of our Digimon tabletop RPG campaigns being run with our custom SCAR system, or Stories and Creatures in Alternate Realities. This system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as itch.io. Go take a look at it, let us know what you think. For now, we'll get started with introductions, beginning with Lightpaw.
Hello, I am Lightpaw, I'm the storyteller for this particular campaign. I have no types because I am every type, because I am everyone except the party. Who we're going to introduce, starting with Fulgur.
Hi Kate, I'm Gimund, and I'm playing Fulgur, the brother of Arcus who is in Arcus's body. They are an electric basic Harrisman. On to the Asher.
Hello everybody, I am Razim, and I am playing as Asher, the Astral Light type Lambramon. God of Death, Lord of Evil, Master of all undeath. And off to the minion.
Hello, y'all. I am IDDoThings, or Ido if you prefer, and I play Haboku, the Lucamon, a Necrotic Fire and minion of Asher. On to the Jace.
Hello, I'm Drunk Dragonair, and I'm going to be playing Jace, the Black Growlmon Axe, Shadowed Mythic type, father of the group, and Kotora.
Hello everybody, I'm Raharu and I'll be playing Kotora, the Mythic Fire type Gabumon. On to you, Tal.
Alright, I am Dolius and I'll be playing Riv, the mythic water type Vorvamon. He is trying his best to make people be reasonable out of 10 overall. Which is weird, considering what he's like.
Indeed.
Yeah, I was about to ask, didn't we leave Riv last arguing over whether to use the Dewey Decimal System with the person currently doing the archiving at the DAH?
I will remind you, he was the moderate in that argument.
Indeed.
I will remind you of that.
Speaking of reminders, meeny, miny. Actually, do we have a volunteer for the recap first?
Depends, do you got a bribe?
Thank you for volunteering, Riv.
I mean, I normally get assigned to do it anyways randomly if it's thing, but you know, I gotta ask.
I was just about to volunteer, but okay.
I mean, if
just
you
need-
want to go into it, go ahead.
A generous bestowal.
IDDoThings tipped $10, Razim coins.
Thank you for that tip, Ido. That is the first tier of the tip goal completed. Thank you so much.
I think I just need a bit of a recollection of what happened at the beginning. Were we still at the Agumon town?
We had just basically shown up into town pretty much for the most part, but yeah.
We were
Alright.
force shifted.
All right. We kind of began with people waking up. If I remember correctly, Asher ended up being one of the first that woke up and ended up patrolling the town. He was looking for souvenirs. If I remember correctly, were you looking for anything else?
Pretty
Yeah,
sure
sounds
last session we started in Kinzo.
Yeah, what you're talking about is still in the Agamemnon town.
Ah,
Yeah, we had basically just started getting to town.
ah. Oh, right. Dang it! No, then my recollection is all messed up. I guess you go ahead.
All right. So basically, we had just started getting back to Kinzo, and knew that we sort of needed to make a report over what had happened, as about as quickly as possible. Some wanting to do that, just due to being a part of the organization. Some had some things to complain about. Mostly Asher on that one, because he was not about to let Naoki off the hook for her entire existence, basically. I think that's a pretty fair way of putting it. But yeah, he basically had dragged Naoki directly to headquarters right away, first thing, and had gone around finding out who we needed to talk to in order to properly complain about where Naoki was found and the fact that she was out there alone. So he had we had split up a little bit, although the people that had gone to go get food sort of expected that it wouldn't take very long until we were dragged into the actual proper meeting, considering Asher was very insistent on it. So we ended up retrieving, Kiga from the actual meeting that she was maybe sort of just finishing up. She was about to go on lunch, which is very questionable on whether or not she actually would have done that without her intervention, but now she definitely wasn't. As we had started off a little bit of the explanation about what had happened, and then had basically determined that we kind of need Kino there for this meeting in order for anything to actually happen from it. So we put it on hold for a tiny bit while we went and grabbed Kino from a meeting. He was meeting with the local police force, I believe, in order to discuss things like patrol routes.
I remember that. Yeah.
And yeah, so then we basically went through a debriefing over everything that had gone on in the forest region, and had informed our organization that, yeah, we might have accidentally on purpose did a coup, as one does. And then it was then Asher's turn, who then basically made his dissatisfaction very well known about sending people off by themselves. And so that basically led to the discussion of we don't have enough people to be, pairing off everyone, especially scouts, before sending them off. And that if he wants that particular part fixed, then he should go and get some recruits himself and recruit some people for the organization. So that led to him sort of investigating about what graveyards or the like would be nearby, and then we sort of decided that just due to how Digimon work, that yeah, maybe not actual bodies would be needed, considering how rare those are comparatively, but instead, maybe like summoning entities from the dark area. So he suddenly had a lot less need of an actual graveyard. He also might be press ganging the dark area spirits into joining the DAH, which will be interesting. Kotora got examined from the one of the local researchers, and well, results pending, but well, there's some weird things that have definitely been going on, so results will probably come back interesting. We at least know that he kind of accidentally got rid of some data on a data stream when it came to the whole actual inspection of him. So that is interesting out of 10. Riv got into an argument where he was the moderate in terms of organizational processes of paperwork and research findings. Folger was very comfy and shy inside of the Growlmon hair. And I think that is most of it. Anyone wanna throw in anything? Anything I missed?
Olga signed himself up for the DAH.
Ah, yeah, that's right. Now he's
All right.
officially getting paid.
Oh, and I guess Jay's got us sign a new house from in the place in town for the bigger Digimon.
Yeah, but I think didn't he also decline that?
Yeah.
1 second.
Oh. Bad timing.
Yep, bad timing. Whatever, we can ask him that later.
And no, I did not decline it. I am taking the apartment.
Oh, okay.
And Haboku got a relationship talk from Jace.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
doing the what is a boyfriend talk. We haven't gotten to the Birdmon and the Beemon yet, thankfully.
The Birdmon and the Fun Beemon.
All right, and Jace has offered to help the organization actually organize.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah, I think Haboku also went to train again with the
Kashal,
with
yeah.
Yeah, Kashal. I think that covers everything.
Everything except for that little tidbit at the very, very end where Asher, while attempting to resurrect other minions for the DAH, did notice that Ritsu's data, which he stole during that usurping, is really tangled up with a lot of other Digimon.
All right. I mean, it was kind of stated that he stole data from others, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Cool. So, anything else people want to go over?
If not, we are going to jump right into yet more montage. As I promised you guys 3 weeks to train and shop, and you guys get 3 weeks to train and shop.
Yay.
Ha 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 ha.
You have
also-
time off from work, and you're forced to take it.
Oh yes.
After the ordeal and the forest hitting we all wanted.
Well, yeah, but it's more about the.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
How dare me make you guys actually get to know the people of Kinzo?
How dare us interact with NPCs that aren't monodimensional, will tell us their entire backstory?
Well,
Oh, which does remind me, minor bit of housekeeping. If anybody's been keeping track since the Elder days, you may notice moving forward some names may be different. They've been changed to
my
protect.
hamster to suck eggs.
Oh boy, they've been changed to protect the innocent, mainly me.
It's him.
You're
He's the
innocent?
innocent.
Is that? Hey, it's not our fault that you decided to give your new NPCs also K names.
I don't normally get tripped up on names, and yet
I
Yeah.
stopped trying to keep notes. I
There was
couldn't.
too many. There was too many.
I usually alphabetize, but it became a mess, and I was like, nah, be done. Somebody else can remember it this time.
Yeah, for the folks at home, there are a lot of names you guys haven't seen yet that are also K names. They've
had a
been nuked
feeling.
from orbit.
Still sad about
Understood.
the volcano guardian, but oh well.
Why does the name of them matter?
It doesn't
'cause
on dying time.
Because the volcano thing was Kaza spelled the exact way you think it is.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why.
Also,
Yeah, I
have we
discovered
even
that
got
and I
an
was like,
XP
sure,
in
why
a
not?
while?
We got XP
I-
last time, I thought.
This group may be capable of learning after all.
Oh, jeez.
I'm scrolling up
Oh.
and I'm actually not seeing it.
Well, we just got experience.
No, those are merits.
Yeah, I don't think we got experience last session, but I've
Or-
been
The
Give you a
last
chunk of
time the
experience, then
the last
happily-
time you updated it was 123. We have not got an XP since then.
Oh, you have
What does
definitely
it
should have gotten.
say we have? Because I might have a different number. Hold on. After the rare candy. Oh, we haven't.
Okay, I see there was some XP in a big blob with other stuff on the 13th. So there's at least 3
800
sessions of XP that we have not been given, including one of which had a boss fight.
We got experience on 213. 12 additional experience that isn't accounted for right now.
I must have missed that one. Sorry about that.
I just mentioned the 213, but there's still 3 other sessions that we haven't gotten
Yep.
XP or anything at all from.
Didn't we get a chunk of XP from the boss fight?
I think we just got the 50% boost from the other thing.
No.
No. I did on the 23rd. I gave you experience, the attribute dot, and then after I gave you experience in the attribute dot, we did the boost. That was January 23rd. And I think we did.
Housekeeping.
Yeah. Okay, the session that you found the Digi-Egg didn't get experience for that. I will.
Oh, it
a
was
note to-
updated February 13th. He just didn't update the last updated tag.
Yep.
Ah,
Oh. Math.
And unfortunately, we can't just say, well, we'll figure it out at the end of the session because this is supposed to be a level up session. So,
Yeah, exactly. Why I'm bringing it up, I was like, I need some more magic words and stuff, and then I looked and I was like, wait, when's the last time we got XP?
I think there is a certain emote that's very appropriate right now.
okay.
Merit earned goes up by 5 because that candy gave us 5 merits. Woo!
Not
wait,
merits,
there's the-
XP. Oh,
Well, they did the
okay, they
merit.
chose merit, so that is a +1.
Yeah, it's one XP or 1 merit. XP is the 5.
It's okay. This number is still happy. It's 181.
yeah.
Oh, 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181. 181.
Plus, you guys, most of you guys at least, are way behind on discounts, and we've been trying to talk about that, but I have ADHD. Actually, no, that's a lie. I've got 84K, and have been forgetting. Sorry. Some of you I have talked to, though.
Wait, Lipas, you're giving 14 extra merit or extra XP?
Experience and
Experience.
an extra merit.
Oh, both. Okay.
A single extra merit. Got it.
Just write it in the
think
chat
that-
so it's there.
I did write it in the
Okay.
chat, so it's there.
Yeah.
That's what they're verifying.
Simplified.
You're giving us an extra merit besides the rare candy, right?
Yes. Rare candy is an additional extra merit.
Mertz.
Mert.
Mert.
I'm also keeping track of the discounts you guys have been getting, and like I said, some of you are way behind on that. We'll fix that.
What are discounts?
All right, updated.
So we know that Haboku has been doing some training. Yes, Chaosum. Very, very good. You have spotted that. We know Haboku has been doing some training. Asher has been doing some summoning. Riv has been doing some taxes? Question mark. And Jace has been doing some organizing.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, we are full on in the digital audit zone right now, Jay. Jay, it's
Jits.
just.
Yeah. That's just.
It was even a donation goal 1 week. Which reminds me that I need to mark that one as completed, because that one was the you guys getting paid as much as you guys got paid.
That was 20 bytes, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yay, my notes are correct for once.
So, Jace, what does the organization look like according to your advice?
A proper command structure so that way the easier decisions don't end up in Kinzo's desk, cluttering it for no apparent reason. That way only important decisions that are actually major make it to his desk. Proper organization also includes rationing individuals out to the command of other individuals, so that way Kinzo doesn't have to control the entire structure himself. Proper team pairings, proper practice sessions, that whole thing. I'm militarizing them, dang it.
You are putting the military in the paramilitary group.
Yes, they're going to be properly organized. They're going to have a command structure. They're going to have a report system, for the love of goodness. They're going to have paperwork structure, which I'm sure Riv will happily do if I even mention it in his presence. That way
To be
things
fair,
are
he-
reported and tracked properly.
He does literally already help with the effectively the assistant's paperwork organizational thing, hence the argument.
Yep. And Jace is absolutely positively sitting down and writing out a field guide and an offer, or what a cans and cannot do's. So that way, we don't have officers out in the field accidentally killing other leaders.
Not at all relevant.
Not from experience, obviously. I would never
No.
do such a thing.
Nope, not sounds fake.
Yep, totally fake. Since, we are badge carrying, we should probably have actual rules and guidelines.
Probably.
By the way,
Favorite.
funny example about the whole name thing that was brought up. For the town's name is Kinzo. The person in name is Kino, and the assistant is Kiga. Not at all confusing.
At least the two K names that I made were Kotetsu and Kuma. And it's easy to remember Kuma because he's the Bearmon.
Yeah. Fun
It's
fact.
actually easy to remember Kotetsu if you know what Kotetsu means as well, but
Fun fact. Bearmon was originally localized as Kumamon in Digimon World 3 before he was changed to Bearmon because there's another Kumamon.
there is in fact another Kumamon. I think it is a recolor, or I think they are recolors of one another.
Actually, yeah, it's one of the Digimon free tier things.
Oh yeah, isn't it the Snow Bear? But yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, is that Kumamon?
I believe so.
Either way, so I have picked up permanence, which will be very important for what Asher's working on. He is doing a ritual, for the record.
Woohoo, dad time. If I wasn't probably sitting in Kino's or whichever person's office building a command structure.
Are you just going to be doing this the entire day?
Probably might go for a drink afterwards, because unlike some people around here, I know what personal time is. Looks at the staff here.
Higa's taking personal time. She's asleep right now. At her desk. Hey, can I get a mind survival roll to see how good that book you wrote is?
That what is?
Book?
The book.
Oh, yeah, sure. Can I get... Okay, hold on. I need to... Let me do the main math first. 6...
Survival, let's see.
7,
You can take
8.
2 survival from Volgar, who is in your hair.
Yep. Let me see what applies here. I have a survival guide. I'm assuming that probably applies the +1.
Yep. Having a pre-existing survival guide will help you in writing a survival guide.
Cool. I'm assuming wilderness or savvy will not assist, but I could argue shadowed life or even blade master.
Question. Can specialties the assister has help with this?
Yes. But that depends on the specialty.
Would Tundra apply?
I can imagine that the survival guide will probably cover the Tundra as well.
So a total of 3.
Okay, and let me see if I got anything else I can throw at this. I doubt cheat engine access helps me here.
No.
What about overwhelming presence? That way I can write it with authority. If I'm going to be wrong, I'm going to be wrong confident. I'm kidding. Do I have any EX dice? I have a boost die and EX die. We'll see how this rolls first and then decide if I want to add it. Ba-ba-ba-ba. I want to re-roll that 1 because reasons, and that uses one of my daily boosts. And where does this leave me? That's 11. How many 9s do I have? 2. Sure, let's vigor boost that because I can. That'll be 3 plus 3. I should probably fix that really quickly as well, so it rolls correctly.
14.
Yeah, I think 14 is enough resources spent. And I'm using cunning, if that matters.
Okie dokie. You are able to compile one heck of a survival guide. Better than most of the people here could manage.
It's like Jace is a survivalist or something. It's like his last name is Forger. Like he spent his life growing up forging.
How strange.
It'd be weird. Ended half his life in a paramilitary organization. Jace's declassified digital survival guide.
Now in your local bookstore.
There's a reference there I'm not sure many people will get.
I'm even hesitant to even mention the library.
This is a place of much terror. So, Kiga is asleep at her desk while Jace is writing this survival guide and assisting, which means Riv is not occupied doing that. What is he doing?
So a lot of the organization is busy going around and doing all of the taxes / expense reports / financial reports / whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm probably just going to keep calling it taxes because it's funny.
Paperwork, probably the best catch-all.
Yeah. Probably, but it's funnier to say taxes. But yeah, so a lot of people are going to be all busy doing that sort of stuff. So he's probably going to move on to his more the personal research goal that still benefits the group that he was going to do, which is trying to do a deep dive study into things like relics, guardians, trying to search for any sort of original purposes even in terms of like extremely old myths that have no real veracity, trying to find out who existed in like the list of original guardians if it's recorded anywhere, recognized guardian lineages, as in like, you know, here's the current guardian, who was the guardian before that, who was the guardian before that, so on and so forth. Basically just trying to do a massive plot relevant research task. Because hey, someone needs to do that.
That's definitely a thing somebody needs to do. Are you doing that? Are you doing that research in the DAH libraries? Are you going to the city library, or are you going to try to get into the university library?
So he's going to start out a lot of it in the actual DAH library. Mostly because, well, we know that the original Guardians had at least something to do with curses / glitches / whatever you want to call it. And given that the DAH is trying to compile a list of just about anything involved with that sort of stuff, there's the chance that they might have some Of the more esoteric and unverified things that he might be trying to look through. And if he cannot manage to get anything going there, he is instead probably going to try and jump all the way to the university library and only use the public city library as a backup in case he can't swing getting into the university library for this.
Okay. This is going to be pretty bog standard academics roll, I think.
Very likely, yeah. Which, luckily for Riv, he has a very good academics roll. Wow, who'd have thought?
Yeah.
Does my bookworm apply, by the way?
Could.
Because he is going to libraries, so.
Yeah, I was just looking on your sheet for the actual specialty.
Oh yeah, it's his starting one in. I normally keep mine in the XP purchases section. Which the other ones all listed there don't have the EXP cost written out, but that's just because those are the merit ones that I had just thrown in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Except that one at the end. That one at the end needs to be bought directly. But I had XP for that anyway.
You may roll at your leisure.
I was just making sure that my specialty applied.
Yep.
All right, cool. In that case, Mir's probably going to help him with, just grabbing more things for him to look at. So that way, make it a bit easier, a bit faster. And... well, this is the important, so I'm going to start souling a couple of these ones, see what happens. A lot of sixes in there. Wow. Wow.
No, say the dice. You are not.
Sorry, Riv, you are having too much to think.
I know, right? He's being far too cerebral right now. You know what? I'm just gonna willpower that. I'm just gonna. He's unexhausted himself. He can re-exhaust himself. It's fine. All right. So I have my boost back. Start boosting. I'll do one more. The last one doesn't. Dang it. It almost rolled on that 9. Which, because this is the big, important one, and I have a couple of 9s in there, and I feel like gambling because I'm in a gambling fallacy at this point. Vigor, the 2 9s. Just gamble. Cool.
Yes, 13.
Yep, that is 13, 9.
Okay. In terms of what you find in the DAH's library, there's not actually much. Most of the documentation that the DAH has accumulated on the subject is very, very recent and is limited kind of mostly to Kino, honestly, because it's the only Guardian that they've had access to. Anything beyond that is just myths, rumors, legends, that sort of thing. Make a note of the fact that you rolled this high, though, because as more Guardians come up, I may refer back to it. However, you're able to get more information in the... because you are able to get more information in the Academy. The bigger issue in the Academy is that once you go back far enough, the documents start being written in ever increasingly esoteric languages, not just texts.
Yeah.
But
By the way, are these original copies that are like really aged, or are they rewrites?
not in the DAH, not at all. The documents in the DAH are honestly like it is mostly like copies of
rewrites
books that are like very, very recent. They're not even properly bound. They're just 3-ring
Loose.
binders.
Yeah.
For the smaller ones, it's not even that. It's the laminated binders with the clippy side that's used for like book reports and whatnot. When you go to the Academy, the majority of them are actually books, and kind of as you start into this research, they get really obscure, and the actual physical books you start running into a problem where you can't find recent copies, and the books that you can find information on take longer for preservation techniques to not degrade the books themselves. So you stop being able to just take a book off a shelf and go to a table to read it. You start needing to go into special climate-controlled rooms and wear gloves. So you're not able to get very many of those documents.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Just because of how long it takes to review each one. While we are at the Academy, though, Fulgur, you do not find much difficulty registering as a guest to be able to use the university's library, or the Academy's library. And the... Wow, I cannot believe. Hang on, let me double check to make sure I didn't accidentally a thing.
Oh.
But we love to accidentally a thing here.
Oh, haha! For reference, I've got a list of miscellaneous NPCs that I have for just such an occasion that haven't been converted into full PC or NPCs yet, and one of them works for this. So, you are able to speak to the department head for the linguistics department, Fulgur. He is an Agumon with a professor's hat and a lab coat, named Gilbert, and he is quite cheerful. He has an excellent patter as you talk to him, and he is quite happy to blow off an entire class just to show you around just to show you around the library a little bit.
So going back a bit, Fulgur would have been looking around for directions because he doesn't quite know where the academy is.
I mean, you would have had Naoki to show you the way there. She promised she would.
Oh, I don't remember that, but okay.
She was allowed outside the DAH headquarters?
Technically, she was
Oh
only
yeah,
confined
I
to the
don't
city
think
itself.
she was allowed to leave the building right now.
No, she was. She's just not allowed to leave the city. She was
Oh,
confined
that's
to
right.
She was confined to the city.
Okay, so yeah, Fulgur would have headed with Naoki's directions to the academy.
And like I said, Gilbert seems perfectly happy to show you around. Some of the other officials within the university seem to be giving him death glares, but he's just completely ignoring it.
Yeah, Fulgur would have registered as both him and Arcus. Just so he doesn't end up with a situation like the DAH.
He is very quick to point out that the registrations are not for current classes that are running, because the registration for that was over weeks ago. This would be for the next semester.
That's fine. He's still able to access the academy library, though, right?
Absolutely. Gilbert even gives you his office hours so that if you want to chat or want help, you can go talk to him.
I guess then, So, what sort of things are, taught here?
Well, we've got a bit of this and a bit of that. We've got a bit of this and a bit of that. We could learn. We could teach you pretty much anything you want. Journalism. We've got digibiotics degrees, medicine, all kinds of fields. I'm more of a research professor myself, but you might be able to sign up for one of my classes. I teach ancient languages at
Fulgur just goes,
as is
ancient
needed.
languages?
Yep, that's my field of expertise. I'm irreplaceable. University hates it.
That's interesting. You know, in Roots, there's ancient languages, and, Fulgur's gonna go on a tangent. It's not gonna be Riv length, but it's definitely gonna last a bit.
Oh yeah, he is happy to just chat about it. You do see that there are some Kamemon who are not Naoki who are aggressively sharpening pencils and glaring at him.
Whatever for.
Can Fulgur? Well, first, I want to see if Fulgur even notices during, Fulgur does not have Arcus's instinct. I think this would be more social awareness. So 2.
Etiquette.
Okay, this is gonna go great.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
The one with trouble talking to people. This cannot go wrong in any ways.
Nope. Botches immediately. Nice.
Oh no. Are you gonna keep the botch?
Honestly, Volker is oblivious. He's just gonna continue on with his tangent.
Perfect. Take your EX dice. Die. Um,
That's
Yeah,
a
this
little bit
seems-
aggressive for being socially unaware. Just telling him to die like that.
No, this seems perfectly normal for university staff. You're pretty sure every university staff you've ever seen has interacted just like this.
The thing is, this is his first one, so this is a great impression.
You are pretty sure university is a synonym for battleground.
Got it.
But yeah, the Gilbert seems perfectly happy to lead you around, give you the tour. Content. There's absolutely nothing else he should be doing today.
Of course not.
Volker's then
We
gonna
wanted to do
ask,
some. Go ahead.
so, do you have classes on magic?
Gilbert checks around suspiciously. Magic, you say? What kind of magic?
General.
Well, it's not really my forte, but I might know a professor or two.
Volker looks interested.
Gilbert takes out a slip of paper and writes down an office number and a time.
Volker will take the little note offered.
You didn't hear that from me. He looks around suspiciously again.
Volker is still completely oblivious. So when does the next semester, you called it?
Oh yeah, the next semester is.
What just happened?
I mean, he answered your question.
When's the next semester? I think you okay?
Oh yeah, the next semester is, and then the bell rings, and he looks panicked. Oh no, I've got to go dismiss my students. And he dashes off.
Volker's just standing there, blinking.
It's okay. You could go ask at the office when the next semester starts.
Unfortunately, they're having their taxes at the same time too.
Volker's just gonna read the note.
No, like I said, it is an office number and a time in the early evening.
Well, I guess, for now, Volker's gonna, look for the office, just so he knows where it is.
Yeah, there are signs everywhere directing toward the office. It is not difficult at all to find the main offices, and from there to find registration specifically.
Registration sounds like the perfect place, but first he's gonna, see if he can locate this specific office. Or is it at registration?
No. Trying to decide what kind of role it would be to figure out how to navigate a campus.
Navigation.
Navigation is usually how you navigate things.
Yeah. Give me. It's torn between that and academics, but give me the navigation check.
What skill should you use to navigate? It couldn't possibly be navigation. No.
Do you have any idea how many tabs I have open? And how many
Right.
different
Probably
characters
less than mine.
But definitely
We'll
less.
have that fight later.
Definitely less than Tal's.
Hi.
I have 7.
I have like 10 times that in one of my 5 windows.
Oh, jeez.
To be fair, actually, I'm pretty sure my main window that I use a lot is up to what if I click the X? 132.
Thumbs up.
I should probably close a couple of these actually.
Oh. Whoops. How do I open a previously closed window?
Control-Shift-T.
Just Control-Shift-N. Reminder, folks, don't do that. Oh, I've got tab counters. Why am I doing this? Never mind. So 6. You are able to find the office in question by early evening.
Where was it?
So, you know how occasionally when they're building universities, they run out of space in one building, so they put another building somewhere else, but they continue the numbering system as if the first building was the second building too? You're pretty sure they did this 4 or 5 times and kept moving the buildings, because you found it in a small tucked away corner that used to be 2 different offices, or maybe it used to be a classroom. It's hard to tell, but it is now it's now the office of a Babamon.
Is it close to the time on the thing?
It's past that. Not very far past it, but past it.
We have a great track record with Babamon.
Olger's gonna knock?
Yes?
Hi?
The door opens and the Babamon peers outside. At least you're pretty sure. It's hard to tell with the hair.
I was, told you know about magic stuff?
You get the distinct impression that she's eyeing you. Who told you that?
Agumon named Gilbert?
And that
Oh,
Agumon
him.
was never seen again.
My man folded
I was about to
under
say a dead
exactly
man.
minimal pressure.
Who told you that? A dead man.
What kind of magic are you interested in, young people?
Olger's gonna incite the person now after saying people.
Young people. After a slight hesitation.
Seven, 8, 9. Jeez, dice.
Look, the dice
I'm
are
gonna,
very strict today.
I'm gonna solve the one first before I do anything. Yeah, no. Yeah, willpower. Jeez.
Boy, is it strict.
God dang. The dice
Solve
are
the
being
one.
the dice are being so mean today.
Okay,
It's a 3.
that is 3. That is acceptable.
This Babamon is just completely inscrutable. You are not sure what her deal is. She's actually a little unsettling.
Olger's then gonna go, what do you mean, people?
I know what it looks like when two people are standing at my door, no matter how many bodies they have.
Walker's just gonna just stand there for a bit, thinking. That's a new one. Yeah, I wonder I learn a bit more about general magic.
Well, it's not exactly a subject directly taught here, but... I don't know. I'm a little old to be taking on apprentices in addition to students. She scratches her chin.
I know a little bit already. It's just I would kind of like to know a little more. As he's going to, cast... Let's see. What words should I use? I know. Sphere and Glamour. Three, 5, because he has the feature to use Mind. $13, because this is... Jeez, Dice. You really do hate me today. So... does the spell have to get, like, at least one success to pull it off? Or how does that work?
So it really depends about what sort of spell you're using. Here it looks like, you know, it looks like you're mostly using an unopposed roll spell. So it sort of works like with a move where if you're just trying to demonstrate it, so long as you get a success, it should work. It just sort of displays your skill with it instead. But you don't, like, fail to cast unless there's some sort of opposed thing that you're rolling against, like if she has a hidden thing to stop random magic from being cast in her office, for example.
Okay. So basically,
Wait, put that away before you hurt yourself. God's above.
Okay.
Someone needs
But
to
yeah.
teach you before you end up getting hurt. She's grumbling, but she's moving into her office and leaving the door open for you.
Fulker's
Right.
gonna wander inside while there's the spell is basically just a bunch of glowing little snowflakes in the air.
I don't know at my age. She's muttering under her breath as she fetches notebooks and books and tomes. And is that a crystal ball?
Ooh.
She hands you. Eventually, she hands you a leather-bound tome that says something on the cover. Assuming the letters will hold still long enough for you to read them. Here,
Oh.
you should
Fulker's
probably
gonna-
start with this if you're going to be practicing magic.
Got it. As he takes the book and looks at the cover to see what it says.
Would this be sagacity or phonemics?
Probably phonemics. Because sagacity's more casting.
Well, it
Yeah.
depends about the sort of interaction. So, because it's like if you have to force it to, play nice, then that's different. That would then be sagacity.
Ah, that's the way.
How do you want to approach trying to read this book?
Well, first he's gonna do a general examining over it. And you said the letters on the cover were moving around?
Yep.
There's probably gonna try and understand, or try to understand the moving letters.
All right, give me a phonemics then.
There's the dice. I'll solve the one.
Oh, he was close to.
6 logic.
You're able to make out a pattern to the way the characters are shifting. You're pretty sure you've got a basic idea of what it's trying to tell you, and that is that it is a basics book.
Ah, so it is it. Thank you. So, what's your name?
Hmm. You can call me Professor Toya. And I expect to see you I expect to hear you practicing when you return.
Yeah. Thank you, Professor Toya. As he's going to, run off to the, library. If it's still open.
Yeah, you actually don't see posted hours on the library. It might be a 24-hour facility.
I think, someone else could take the spotlight for a bit.
Yeah, I was about to say. You know, Haboku is training. Do you want to get more into that, Haboku, or?
Yes, actually. Whenever he's not at practicing with his dagger, he might actually try doing some meditation to more so to try to recollect, like, try to get his mind in order to recollect some of his past. Whether or not any soul searching actually brings about anything remains to be seen. I mean, but it's more of just a personal thing. He might go to Master Riv to continue a packing thing, and there's a dog tags later down the line, and when they're not busy, though personally, he's just gonna take some time for himself.
Yeah, nothing wrong with introspection. It's part of training, sharpening the mind.
Yeah, sharpening what's left of it in his case.
And, you know, you work with what you're given.
Should I roll anything?
Sounds more like a... Could be insight or presence, maybe?
That's what I was thinking.
We'll go with whichever of those you have that's higher. I think for you that
gleaming endowment. Chaosum tipped $40. You woo.
Thank you so much for that tip, Chaosum. That is the second tier of the tip goal completed.
They're both the same, but I do have especially for insight. Soul empathic insight sounding good.
A generous bestowal. Gimund underscore tipped $10. Paintball.
Thank you for the tip as well, Gimund. That is the third tier of the tip goal completed. On to the final.
Yeah, go with go ahead and take the specialty.
A generous bestowal.
Sure, I'll risk a body boost.
Raharu95 tipped $10.
Thank you for the support, Raharu.
Welcome.
It brings it up to a 7.
Nope, that's not the correct window. After doing a bit of soul searching, you're able to dredge up a couple of ideas, memories, hallucinations, something dealing with yourself and another Digimon who you're not quite able to put a face to or put a voice to, but you know that that other Digimon is someone important. And you got the vague feeling that it is in a mountain somewhere. Maybe a lot of them.
Hmm. Haboku will have a rare moment where he tries to focus on this, as then.
Apologize, having to do a lot of bouncing around to some of those tabs that I mentioned.
I'm only making it slightly worse.
Only slightly.
I totally didn't hand you an actual paramilitary structure for some reason.
Haboku, in addition to some of the other things that you remember, you do feel heat.
Feel what?
Heat. Warmth. Like, quite a bit of it, actually, but only when you're not trying to identify the source of it, if that makes sense.
I guess that kind of makes sense. Not his own warmth, like a different
No, it
form of it.
definitely feels like external warmth, but only while you're not paying attention to it. It's kind of like seeing something out of the corner of your eye, but when you turn to look, it's not there. It's that, but for temperature sensitivity.
Hmm.
And it is for you both paradoxically too warm and also comfortable. It's a very, very odd feeling. Trying desperately to interpret and interpolate.
Unpacking.
Understandable. I guess I should probably bring this up to Asher later. Is it somebody else? I remember. Haboku will just fiddle with his dog tags a bit, calling what Jace had mentioned earlier. And if nothing else, he'll just keep up with the meditation and the weapon training.
Yeah,
But
and you were going
occasionally-
to Kashel's dojo for the weapon training, right?
Correct.
Okie dokie.
Maybe at some point set up at a library just to teach himself to be a bit more academic, or at least capable of learning or something.
Always a noble goal. Okay, and we know that Asher during this week was summoning copious numbers of minions and also checking in on, or trying to untangle Ritsu's data.
Yeah, every now and then he takes a break from the summoning ritual to go work on that. And otherwise, probably also doing a second ritual at some point for his own personal minions. Not as grand as the one that he's summoning for the DAH, but you know. They want an army, he will give them an army.
I mean, that was not what they asked for, but okay.
Okay, they want recruits, he will give them recruits.
He'll just get recruits in the form of an army.
Exactly.
Why do I just got this headcanon that he's down there and occasionally just sticks his head in the dark room and goes, "Look, I need volunteers. You guys get to be up here instead of down there for like a few years. Come on."
Basically.
Or at least doing the mortal equivalent of that.
There's cookies.
I mean, you could have led with that. No, if you would kindly give me a sagacity roll to determine how good you are doing at summoning the minions.
Absolutely. Technically, I need to make both a sagacity and a verbosity. Though
Rituals require that you do a bunch of checks.
Yeah. Though I suppose considering the time frame on this, we actually could probably just pass on the sagacity and just do verbosity.
I think it only really matters if you botch.
Yeah. And well, if I run out
You've
of
got enough time that even if you do botch, you can just undo it and redo it.
well, botching a ritual could potentially cause death.
It could actually
Yeah.
kill him.
So botches and magic mean kaboom boom.
Oh
Do
dear.
not botch magic. It is very bad for your health.
Yes,
Okay.
and everybody else's health within a 5-mile radius, depending on how bad.
No, just those involved. But either way, I mean, I've got resources and I'll be replenishing them over time. Because time is not of the essence here. I can take my time on this. So, I'll just
Give me that sweet, sweet magic roll.
Yeah.
There it is.
I don't like that.
Not a botch.
Oh wait, that wasn't rolled with me.
What is going on with the dice tonight?
Don't
Yeah,
know.
they're being very mean today.
But either way, like, this is just, you know, one part of many parts.
It is definitely not a botch.
And that is ultimately the important thing.
Important life lesson. Not a botch. Therefore, okay.
The ritual is a little bit tricky. You're not sure you've quite nailed it down just yet. There's a minion.
Not
You're
enough,
not
he
sure if
keeps
its
going.
intelligence. Yeah, you're not sure if its intelligence is like that because you didn't quite get the ritual right, or if this particular spirit was just like that.
Well, if they're not up to snuff, he's dismissing them and going again and continuing to go. He's making sure they have competent recruits. Otherwise, it'd be pointless for him to send to give them these, cause well, wouldn't be any better than them what they're already doing. By the way, he just wants, you know, a fair amount. I'd say 100 recruits.
How big is this apartment?
Oh, it's gonna spill out into the street for sure.
Hey, it'll make getting home really easier.
Yeah, just follow the screaming. And the police barricade. And the thunder and lightning above the house.
And the
Yeah, there's
green clouds.
Definitely at least one polite knock at the door.
I suppose he will go answer. After making sure he pauses the ritual properly, of course.
There's a very, very polite looking Gabumon on the other side with a police hat.
Yes?
We received some reports of the wails of the damned coming from this apartment.
Yes, God of Death Things.
Right. Well,
Was there anything else you needed, mortal?
there have been some complaints. Some of the neighbors and the neighbors down the street and in the next block, just wondering when all of this is going to clear up.
Approximately 3 weeks.
Oh.
That's how long we've got for this break, right?
About 2 weeks left, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then insert that. Tell them if they really have an issue with it, that's fine. I will be happy to address their concerns at the gate.
I see.
I will see them all very soon. You know, in the grand scheme of the universe and all that. I'll see you soon enough as well.
He just does not look equipped to handle this interaction.
You know what, Jace? Yes. It's bigger, thus more space to do the ritual and house the recruits.
I literally gave you a house, and the first thing you do is go to my brand new apartment where I have no furniture yet and start summoning the spirits of the damned.
Well, yes. It was the prime location. You see, there's no furniture to get in the way and plenty of open space, plus it's sized for you, so therefore even bigger and more space for all of the recruits.
How did you even get my apartment key?
I have my ways.
Key?
Go do this at the house, dang it.
It's a little late for that. The ritual circle's already here, and it's already underway.
Where am I supposed to sleep?
I think there's some room left back in the corner over there.
I'm gonna go sleep outside somewhere. Thanks for stealing my home.
Love you, Dad.
Love you too, buddy.
Sleep well.
I won't.
Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Rick's tried-rated my stream with 8 viewers.
Jokes aside, like, Asher would not have done that without checking first.
I know, but it was funny.
Yeah. I had to roll with it because it was funny, but he would have planned to do it at the house instead of the apartment. Also, Rex, thank you very much for that raid. Welcome in, everybody. You guys have come into Data Anomaly Hunters, where Asher is currently summoning the souls of the damned. He's bringing, a bunch of undead back to the world of the living in order to serve as recruits in the organization that we're working for, because they insisted that they need recruits, so he's giving them recruits. A lot of recruits of questionable hygiene. Yeah, that's what we'll call them.
Doing wonders for everyone's public reputation.
Well,
all-time popularity high in Kinzo.
Well, they had the option to just cut back on how much they were doing to make sure everybody was safe. But no, they insisted on this, so now he is solving the problem.
Oh, I wasn't talking about the DAH. I'm just talking about, like, the actual regular people inside Kinzo.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine.
At a certain point, there is another knock at the door.
This time he'll have one of the minions answer.
Okie dokie. Kotora, after you knocked on the door, something on the other side pulls it off the hinge into the home.
Kotora blinks.
No, remember, it may be it may have been a while, but you're supposed to use the tongue to form your words. I know you haven't had one for a while, but it's how it works now.
As in this.
Go on, keep going, you can do it.
That the wallet.
Almost there.
It just looks confused and looks at Kotora and the door.
Kotora is just staring at whatever he's staring at and just isn't exactly sure how to react, considering that the door was just taken out of its hinges. Ah, what am I looking at? What Digimon are you?
Well, that's up to Lightpaw.
Desperately going through the wiki.
While you're at it, you should probably give him a name. Or her, you know.
There is a random Digimon website.
So now we're extra popular with both the normal citizens in the town and the storyteller. Nice.
I'm not getting paid enough for this.
What?
Lol. I don't play the
I don't
sound.
play the bit.
Oh, I see.
But he is getting paid for this. And of course,
getting
Asher's
paid
not
enough.
worried about the property damage. That can be fixed. If anything, he's happy to see that they were strong enough to do that.
Yeah, I'm not getting paid for this was more for the police officer that showed up earlier.
You'll go with most of a Terramon.
Aramon? How do you write that one?
With a P.
It's
Ah,
it's the line that I really like and that Mir's eventually going to become, which makes this extra funny.
So, fun fact, apparently there's a Terramon mod for Terraria.
that's what I got on Google when I looked it up because I didn't realize the silent P. As I'm staring at most of a Terramon.
Not entirely all there. Somewhat ghostly. Very confused looking. It's got spirit, though.
I see. Kotora is just going to peek from the side of the door just to see what's going on inside for a moment.
It looks like a Romero movie.
Don't know what that means.
Infamous for making zombie movies.
Ah.
To the point where, like, is so infamous that he's even in, like, COD Zombies.
Oh my god, that's
Like,
funny.
that level of infamous. He actually has a whole COD map dedicated to him.
Ah, fair
He's
enough.
the director for the first Night of the Living Dead.
Oh.
Well, sure. Go for it.
Okay, Kotora is going to nervously ask, is it okay for me to come in?
Yes, just do not step in any of the lines of blood, or, also do not cross any.
Kotora is just looking at the floor while holding a small package. What is? Should I even ask? No, actually, I think I should. What is going on here?
I'm recruiting.
Ah. I had a feeling this is how you would interpret recruiting when Kino mentioned it.
Well, listen, I've got armies down there that are just sitting there twiddling their thumbs. I figured, fine, we'll put them to use and solve the problem that he had, you know?
Kotora is going to look at the incomplete Terramon. How is that working at the moment?
Yes. They'll form over time to be more complete. It's just when they first come up, they're a little incomplete. It's just a thing that happens. They're gathering data from the area and stuff. Not from anyone. They're not gonna. They're not. You know, your typical zombie things. They're not gonna go eat people. Don't worry about that. I guess that's more what you do.
Kotora tilt his head.
You know, that does make me a question. Would you fall under my domains? Because generally, you know, zombies eat people. Unless you're a cannibal. I guess that's what you could be. That would not be under my domain.
Kotora is going to fluster at that. I don't know how to respond to that.
Well, do you hunger for my brains?
No.
Then probably not a zombie, but not guaranteed. Which must mean that you're a cannibal.
Kotora is going to rub his forehead. Ah, okay then, if you say so. um, I Kotora seems to be at a loss for words at the moment, as he is like, what you may call it, holding the package that he has on that he's carrying.
Asher has not turned to look at you yet. His focus is entirely on the ritual that he's got in front of him.
Fair. Kotora is just going to take a moment to like compose himself, take a deep breath, and just say, "I brought you something."
Oh, what's that?
I have it right. I have it right. I have it right here. Could you? Actually, I should be able to just come closer, but I'm kind of worried about the lines of blood.
Okay, one moment. And he'll, bring it to a stop. And then step away. And approach Kotora. So what's up?
Kotora is going to give Asher the package.
Oh, are these the organs I ordered? Are you working as a delivery mon now?
No, although that would be a good idea.
Oh, getting me the organs? Yeah, that would helpful. That would be helpful.
No, working as a delivery boy, but I mean, just open it. I'm hoping that you'd like it.
He will go ahead and open it.
Okay, inside of the package is a bowl of rice with ranch.
Ooh, this does look good.
I cooked it.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Actually, come to think of it, it's been a while since I ate.
Did you not end up eating those rice balls that I gave you back in the Agumon town?
He looks at his bag. Probably not.
They must be stale by now. I could make you some new ones if you'd like.
Probably would be a good idea. But I'll make sure these don't go to waste. After all, lots of mouths to feed now.
Kotora nods. He's going to rub his fingers together, looking a bit nervous. I partly came here to give you that gift just because I wanted to give you some thanks, but I also came here to apologize.
Asher will go ahead and sit and, look at you.
I just wanted to apologize for that whole argument that we had back at the forest region. and that ended up going way out of control, and that was partly my fault, a big part of my fault.
You're referring to the whole situation with Riv and him wanting to go to the ruins?
Yeah.
Apology accepted. Just be aware that my job is to make sure that...
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Well, my job is to make sure that we've got plenty of recruits. Speaking of, we've got a whole bunch more right now. There's like 9 more that just popped out of that portal to the dark area.
Headcanon, they explode out like volcano, just zombies.
Hello, casual. Welcome in. How are you? How was your stream? Hope you had a good time. Welcome in, everybody. I am Razim. We are currently doing some Data Anomaly Hunters. It's one of our tabletop RPGs. This one's set in Digimon. And my character is currently summoning his armies from essentially Digimon Hell to serve as recruits for the organization that we work for, because they asked for recruits, so Asher's giving them recruits. It was their fault they did not specify what variety.
You're going to make them get into a legitimate legal discussion over whether or not arisen minions could give consent to join an organization.
Well, these ones he's making sure have free will. But Asher is all for making them have to decide this.
And you get free will, and you get free will, and look under your chairs, what is that? Free will!
Exactly! Yeah, if they say no, back in the fun box. But then again, like, they wouldn't come up in the first place if they said no, because, you know, he's specifically only looking for volunteers. So they have to, you know, consent to it ahead of time. But anyways, back to the scene.
Yeah.
What I was saying, just remember that it's my job to make sure that you all survive. That you live. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I was doing then.
Kotora is going to nod. Yeah. I knew that was the case even back then. I'm going to be honest. I suppose just part of me just, even though I know that you're good at your job of being a doctor, I didn't particularly trust you entirely. But that's partly because it involved my brother.
Well, I mean, generally people don't like death either anyways. We had that discussion.
I know. It's not because of anything death related. It's partly because I suppose, let's just say, our personalities don't really vibe with each other, and you kind of don't seem to like my brother somewhat. and well, as you have probably already surmised, I am kind of overprotective of him. I like to think that I'm a reasonable individual, but when it comes to Rib, I become unreasonable. I will admit to that.
I have no problems with Riv. Part of the job is to be impartial. I have issues with how he, what he does. I definitely feel like he squanders the life that he's given over and over.
Kotora is going to rub the back of his head. You know, as much as his lack of self-preservation very much concerns me and annoys me as his big brother, I'm also kind of what's the word? I suppose maybe the word is jealous of it in a way, because the only reason that he is that way is mostly because it's not like Rip just sensibly wants to throw his life away. It's more like if he wants to do something for the greater good, he will do so at the cost of himself. He just really wants to help others. Unfortunately, he does it to his detriment.
Yeah, and that means that he ultimately is not able to help others to his fullest extent. Making sure that there's enough of him left over to recharge and recover means that he can get stronger and learn more and do a better job next time, and then an even better job the following time. If he has some self-preservation, then, well, imagine what he could do to actually help people.
Kotora nuts. I don't disagree with you there. That's why I'm so overprotective of him. Either way, that's all I came here to do. I just wanted to apologize.
The problem, though, is that your overprotection was actually causing him more harm by delaying the treatment.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't really fully trust you back there. But I mean, now I know that despite your insistence that you're evil, you actually do quite care for the lives of others. So I suppose that I should trust you more as a doctor.
People see me as evil? Thus I say I am. Doesn't make it true.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I suppose I should be heading off to now, and when you do whatever you're doing, I'm actually kind of creeped out by all this, but...
Would now be a bad time to offer this? Asher is going to hold up a hand that just kind of just waves at him. This one didn't fully come through, so I figured he could help you out with your cooking.
Kotora blinks.
Kotora, do you need a hand? Oh wow, we broke them.
I appreciate the gesture, Archer, but I think I will respectfully decline.
Huh. I guess I'll have to find something else for them to do.
Sorry, I don't think I'll be I don't think I could be comfortable with that.
Okay, that's fair. Actually, I know where they can go. Could you take this to, Kiku, please? I'm sure she would, appreciate some help. An extra hand around the office, you know?
Do you really want me to send her this ad and tell her that it's from you?
Well, not send it. I said take it to her, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, I meant to say deliver it to her.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Kotora takes the hand.
Jace and Asher, you both take 1 lethal point of pun damage.
Accepted. I will wear this lethal damage as a badge of honor. I got somebody other than Zim.
I laid it up, you dunked it.
I was surprised Tal didn't jump on that one, actually. I was sitting here like, is Tal gonna grab it?
Currently in my head, I'm working through a different pun.
Got you. More suffering to come. All right, I will take the freebie.
Fair enough. Okay,
I'm just imagining the hand just crawling over Kotora.
Kotora is going to shiver at that and just take the hand on his hand.
We're keeping it, or we should probably name it Thing Adams.
The Adams family.
Might have been, I might have seen Wednesday recently.
Fair enough.
I would prefer Thing Adams over Thing Forger. We are not including this in the family photos.
A gleaming endowment.
Oh.
Chaosum tipped $30. There's a fellow glutton for punishment. I really gotta hand it to you.
Thank you for that tip, Chaosum. That is
at
the
some point, this
typical.
is really going to start getting out of hand.
That is the tip goal fully completed.
Thank you for joining us, folks. This has been Data Anomaly Hunters.
I think we fried him.
You fry him so hard that he can't even end the session early properly.
I am okay with this. Anyways, back to the
Okay.
fundraiser goals then. Which
Yeah.
I did get some tips for, or a tip for, outside of all of this. So it's a bit further along. But anyways, back to scenes and stuff.
Yeah, Kotora is just going to leave, but before he leaves, he's just going to point to the door frame without door. Do you need somebody sent to fix this?
it'll probably happen again, and plus it'll make it easier for sending them outside if they don't have to figure out how to operate their hands to open a door again. They'll figure it out. It's just easier that way.
No, the Terramon still hasn't put the door down.
Hey, drop it. So you gotta use your muscles to open your hand.
Door just flop down onto the ground.
There you go.
Kotora is going to take a deep breath and just say, "I'm fine. This is fine. This is." Kotora's not gonna end that last sentence, and she's just going to leave.
The hand pats your shoulder.
Kotora shivers.
Ah, that was very sweet.
I mean, you've really got to hand it to it.
Okay, you guys have 5 minutes. Get them all out.
Well, you gotta hand it to everybody.
Hey, everyone. We at least we can count it on one hand for how long we got.
I both love and hate this at the same time.
So, on one hand you like it, on the other hand you don't?
Exactly.
Hand motion 6-7 joke here.
Not doing any finger pointing, but some of us are trying to keep them at times at arm's length.
I'm going to.
So is this where the hand refuses to leave Kotora?
Yes.
Just say, influence is a thing, everybody.
If it sticks around, I am going to continually call it Thing Adams.
That was an influence?
Oh no, I'm saying that
Sim's begging for it.
Yeah, I'm saying that it could be.
Oh, fair.
Now I'm considering if Thing Adams or Adams Thing sounds better.
I think Thing Adams sounds better.
Thing Adams sounds better, yeah.
Okay, I think that was the scene. You can go, you can move on to somebody or something else, Lipa. I think.
As you're leaving, Haboku just happens to walk by, bathed by the undead army. Says hello to Asher and then just climbed into his coffin.
Hi, Haboku.
Hi.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Speak of the devil and he shall appear.
I was waiting for it. I saw that they were asking.
Kotora's really handy helper sticks around.
Fine.
Fine.
What do you mean? You sound so defeated. This is your own partner that did this.
I think they're afraid of the hand jokes that are going to come out of this.
Well, a helper in the hand is worth 2 in the bush or something like that.
You guys still have 2 minutes left on the hand jokes.
I don't know.
can
From
cut
the
it off.
look, I think at this point, you know, it's the entire rest of the campaign that we get.
Yeah, so those 5 minutes are free set 5 minutes. I get it.
I mean, I'd pull out the elbow grease and get to work, but doesn't really work with hands too well. I'm sure I can come up with other puns that are worse. I know Taya.
We could always hand off the hand to a new scene.
That's true. Man, I wish I could just call Taya in and be like, hey, hand puns, go. Could you imagine 5 minutes of Taya level hand puns? Zim would leave. Alright, I'm done for now.
Anybody else?
I'm done.
I'm putting my hands up, we're good.
Well, if there's anything you can say about them is that they're not secondhand.
I'm pretty sure this might actually be Kotora's third hand.
So it's like the third wheel of Hand World? I could have gone a completely different direction with that, so feel lucky.
I know.
Oh, sure. Now you give me the image. I already looked it up.
On the plus side, at least Kotora can now count to 10 on his hands.
By the way, is Riv still in the Academy library?
Oh, absolutely.
And Stanley died again.
You could give him a hand if you want.
Yeah, he's going to give Folker's going to go into the Academy library.
Very nice library. Many books.
And Folger's gonna look around. Probably sees Riv.
Very likely. Especially because Riv has mostly been going from, you know, thing to thing, effectively.
Yeah, Folger will walk over.
Gonna give him a hand?
Yeah.
You guys got to knuckle down?
As long as nobody's asking me to punch up.
I think that there's someone that's not mentioning things, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
It's
Someone's not
okay.
talking.
We'll hand it off to them later.
Okay.
We should give Arrow, a round of applause here. They've been handling it quite well.
Are you okay, Lipa?
Staring at the cabinet. I can get a drink after this. We're okay.
So, Taya wants to know, is it a gambler willing to take risks? He says if it falls short of that, it might need someone to give it a lifeline.
You know, I don't think it'll have any problems getting a job. Got a really firm grip.
But
You
yeah,
guys are-
Folger's. Oh.
I was just gonna say you guys are awesome. Go ahead.
Come on, Paul. Everyone dies.
I might have messaged Taya and been like, can puns go?
Lol, you trouble boy.
But yeah, Folger's gonna look over what Riv is currently has in the pile.
Well, it is a whole lot of things related to guardians, relics, things in that sort of things in that sort of list.
Folger's gonna look through the relics one.
The moment you actually like grab a book is when Riv starts noticing, and he just blinks a bit, looks over, and goes, "Oh, hi, Folger."
Hi. So, what you doing? Looking at looks at current thing he has in his hands.
Oh,
From, Rib's pile.
Well, okay, so I was thinking earlier that as neat as it would be to look into certain things that were alluded to in particular, I should really work to get a much broader generalist sense of knowledge on things like guardians, guardian lineages, historical accounts of things of that nature, any sort of relics that happen to show up over and over again with different guardians, all of that sort of stuff. Because I don't think we're just gonna get to leave all of that alone, considering everything that's happening. And I'm probably going to have to look through a whole lot of different historical accounts and potentially vaguely mythological accounts on the topic. So I figured I should probably get started pretty early, so that way I can collate as much data so that I can hopefully get to a far more accurate result by the end of things.
Are you focusing on first-hand accounts or second-hand accounts?
Well, obviously he's focusing on first-hand accounts if he can find them. The problem is the general rarity of first-hand accounts.
Well, I might be able to hand him one. Anyway. Olger's gonna look at the papers on the relics. You know, I don't really know too much about the relic Arcus found. Other than its ability to really preserve?
Well, yeah, but I think we have other problems if we lose access to that.
Nah.
Things might get out of hand.
Very potentially. We'd probably have to hold on real tight if that happened.
Luckily, we've got someone that can give us a hand with that.
It's the pun that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friend.
Somebody
It's a good thing that we
hand
haven't
it to us.
sometime long ago, and now we hand it back because I don't know. We could also make a riff on the fact that Jace has one arm down, so at least there's another hand in the party to cover for it.
So true.
Very.
Oh, I was more,
Did you leave us, Light Hand?
I was, referring more to, your ability to scan, sort of like Asher?
Oh, well, actually, we kind of have entirely different ways that we do it. So I think a good way to explain it would be, it's more like convergent than it actually being the same. The underlying principle is entirely different. It's just more the end result. Also, I've kind of been slowly taking a look at that sort of stuff when I get a chance with you guys. The problem is that the density of your data around your torso is about 3 times as dense as a normal Digimon, and scanning an entire Digimon normally would take a while. So I've just been very, very, very slowly working on it.
I see.
Yeah, that's why a lot of the time I kind of end up being the one that's hanging out with you when you wake up a lot of the time. Not always, but, you know, fairly often.
Got it. Anyway, I came in here to read this. As he, holds up the book.
Which one's he holding up?
The magic book he got.
Ah. I was gonna blink at it, considering that I'm pretty sure the text on it is still, you know, doing the squirm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just gonna look at that for a second, and he's just gonna go. So just to make sure, it's supposed to do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because this was about to get a lot more complicated if I suddenly needed to fix that because it wasn't supposed to be doing that. That would have been a lot more difficult.
It was like this when I got it from the person.
Okay, good. So is there a trick to reading it, or is it just supposed to be a giant mess?
There's a pattern to it. At least the cover. I haven't looked inside of it yet. I was planning to do that here.
Well, I guess it's better than a public library.
Volker gets the 1,000-yard stare as Riff says public library.
Yep.
I see you've picked up a very interesting book there, little Volker, was it? Would you
He's
like
gone.
a snowberry pop?
Hey, no astral projecting in the university library. Come on.
Olga's hiding behind a bookshelf.
I was about to say the college might have hired her because she upsells, and you're not supposed to do that in a public library, but in a college library, mint.
Why would you do that, Era?
Because I'm also a GM. You got to remember, I am evil.
Fair.
Projecting? No. Oh, you must be talking about my sister at the public library.
Oh no.
Yep. I was just waiting to see if Lightball would say anything about it.
Please no Nurse Joy and romance.
Lamau.
Anyways, Rib is gonna look at the book and go, okay, so if there's a way to read it, do I need to try and help you figure that out, or do you just want to show me the book?
I mean, we can read it here together.
Oh, okay. Let me just, okay, where do I make space? I guess I'll stack this section up a little bit higher, I guess?
You want some help by cleaning up stuff you don't need right anymore?
But I need all these books. How else am I supposed to do actual research on this if I don't have all of the books? I need to write down all of the page numbers when I reference it.
Lookers, how much of the table is covered at this point?
Model of New York City.
Riv,
What?
it extends all the way over there.
And?
Joke.
I think some cleanup might be needed.
Okay, look, I only have a single digit page, it might be 9 pages, but that's still single digit, of, you know, noting down all of the books that I've grabbed and where they all are in case someone else needs to look at one of the books. It's still organized. Again, otherwise I wouldn't be able to check the books that I need in order to note it down. Anyway, I'm going to start moving this section here, and we can use this area to look at that book.
Yay.
Fulgur, around the corner, you do see an Elizamon being held back by 2 Agumon. She is very clearly wanting to extend violence in this general direction.
Well, as far as Fulgur knows, that's normal for here.
Yeah. Fulgur rolled so that way he thinks that's completely normal.
So yeah, I guess Fulgur's gonna open the book. And see if he can read parts of it.
Roll me a will save.
That's not a
joke, don't-
thing.
If you could ask for a willpower integrity check. That's different. TM.
No, but the inside is the runes aren't literally moving around, Especially if you're actually looking directly at them.
Well, at least it isn't moving around like on the cover. Much.
It's
Yeah,
weird
that's
though.
good.
You feel like there's more writing on each of these pages than these pages should be able to hold. Like, this is a book you can hold, in your hands comfortably, but there's a lot of text on each of these pages. And it's not like it's tiny either.
I feel like there should be more here. What do you think, Riv?
Let me look at this for a second here. What would be the correct thing to try and roll here for this sort of effect?
What, non-Euclidean page structure?
Yeah. Well, because there's a couple different things that could be, the thing to do here, which one would be trying to figure out the actual mechanical side of it, or there could be a role that you would want me to do for trying to determine some sort of pattern that makes it far more readable.
So I'm gonna apologize for this. I have been bribed.
Oh, okay, cool.
But the book's got more than you can hold. Well, take the extra hand. We got one around now that can help you hold all this. I was bribed.
Have
I
a
must-
1
I must
XP
put it there, I was
discount.
bribed. Yes.
Well, what are you going to be attempting to do, Riv? Are you going to be attempting to make sense of the book, or translate it, or try to figure out how the book works?
First of all, yes. Second of all, he is going to do a small little test first. Where he is going to quickly just go ahead and, analyze the book a little bit. Mechanically, what I'm doing is I'm just going to cast Sight level 3 on myself real quick, in order to see if, if this is working off of an illusion of a seamless rating 3 or lower. That's the first test he's going to do. As he casts a little spell. Because that would be one pretty easy way to fit more information into a book than should be there, which is, permanence and illusion on it. So that way it has more writing per page.
Fair.
Illusions can be helpful.
Can Folger actually try and... Like, how visible is what Riv is doing?
Oh, pretty visible. He's not doing any of the... He doesn't even have any of the things to make it silent or invisible or anything like that. So he is actually just casting a spell, but it's pretty easy to tell just right off the bat that he ain't even burning motes for this. This is literally just in a quick little expend spell. I mean, if you ask him, he could also just cast it on you.
Oh, you can use magic too?
Oh yeah. So I have more than a couple of books on it actually. In the list. Remember, I handed out some stuff to you.
Yeah.
Now I'm not the best at it. I could be a lot better, but I picked up. Well, I picked up two really interesting things that I immediately began practicing as much as I could in order to figure out how to do it. One of which is this. It helps me see in the dark a little bit. And also, it said that it'll help me look through illusions, so I decided to check to see if this book had illusions on it.
I mean, if it does, it's... If this is an illusion, it's one that is more potent than you are able to discern.
That's fair. It was just more like, might as well do a quick check. Because why not?
That's cool.
Yep, it doesn't look like it has illusions on it, or if it does, it's not something that I'm capable of quite, telling yet, but I could check again later.
Think it might be a translate thing?
Potentially. I don't think the other little bit of magic I know will actually help with that, because that helps me just look at what's happened to an object recently. So if I tried looking at this, it would probably just trace back to you getting it. And I don't think that would help this.
It's supposed to be a general magic book. I know that much.
Oh, in that case, it should be discernible just doing general basic things. So, I mean, we should probably just do some of the more basic checks in that case. And then if it still gives us trouble, that's when we can go ahead and start seeing if it's an actual decoding effort that's needed. Otherwise, rolling phonemics on it to try and see. Can't figure out how this is the functioning. So yeah, do you want to roll or go ahead?
Real quick, everybody, please make sure you go wish Whiskers a happy birthday up in the common room.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Whiskers.
Happy birthday, Whiskers.
Happy
If you're still watching.
birthday to you.
I don't think he's watching, but
I will record a happy birthday just for him, dang it.
I'm sure he would appreciate it.
Or hate it. I can play it
Or
on
hate
beat.
it.
He's gonna wake up to so many messages.
Either of you, whichever one of you wants to roll.
Do you want to roll or do you want me to roll? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter too much at the end of things, but...
I can roll.
All right, cool. In that case, actually, hey, Lightpaw, can Mir help with this at all?
Does Mir have a way to communicate?
Not fluidly. It's more about gestures and then, if given enough time, writing a little bit.
I'm gonna lean no on this one then.
All right, cool. In that case, just take 3 from Riv.
There's the rolls.
Yeah, so there's a lot of 9s. This won't bracket me. I'm fine spending a vigor on this.
going to soul the 1.
Cool.
That'll
So
be
5
my
more
last
dice
one.
with +5.
+5. Change the 10s to 9s.
Yeah, I think that was a worthwhile vigor and soul.
I think so.
You know what? We're not pressed for time. I'm gonna use a vigor as well to vigor the 6, so that's 20.
You could also vigor the 8 and gamble more.
Oh, you can do that? That's cool.
Yeah, if both people vigor, you could both just independently choose the crit.
Fair.
You know what? Emperor. Right, so this becomes 8s now.
It do. Woo,
So
22.
that is 22 logic. Sagacity or phonemics?
It was phonemics.
Okay. They're the same roll, so dice amount, so.
Okay, so after studying it for quite a little bit of time, number one, you're able to discern that this is literally just forward. But the book is very subtly rearranging the letters as you read. Every line but the first one is slowly creeping up the page as you read the book. And new words are forming at the bottom of each page. So the book knows it's being read and expands the script downward.
Wow.
On the one hand, that's kind of cool. On the other hand, this is already the thickness of a textbook.
It's the never-ending story Magic Edition.
Yeah.
Don't stop reading.
But are they actually able to comprehend the actual words from it?
Well, it does seem to be trying to hand you the knowledge.
Very true.
Like I said, the page that you're on feels like it is a forward more than any actual instructive text.
But we can read it.
More or less.
Well, I choose more then.
Okay,
Come
any
on,
takers
give
for
us
less?
more.
Yeah, we're hungry. Hand us more.
It's not Digiscript, but it is not an unusual language to the point that I'm not even going to make you roll translate for it, especially with 22 phonemics, but it is, like I said, it's a pretty dry little few paragraphs talking about the process of teaching and how difficult magic books are to produce. Like I said, it's a foreword to a textbook.
Guess in that
Understandable.
case, Olgar's gonna try and find the table of contents or something.
A fairly extensive little table of contents. It covers a lot of very basic information about magic, magical theory, hand movements, tongue positions for verbal components, somatic components. It even seems to have an appendix listing all of the magical components that the author felt that beginner mages should know about.
Olgar's curious. Does it have any like mentions of like tying your magic to a concept to like strengthen it?
I'm not quite sure what you mean, but it probably has, at the very least, a primer on the subject. Like, you are pretty sure that no matter what the magical topic is, you can probably use this to gain at least the to gain progress towards actually studying whatever it is you're looking for.
This is a lot.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna complain. I mean, we got a bunch of things to look through now.
Jets, it'd be more like one of those accordion pamphlets.
No. That sort of said that tying your magic to like focusing on arcane. I don't know, he always said to focus your magic on a particular thing. And I always found stars interesting, so kind of based it. Try to base what I know off stars.
I mean, I definitely don't know enough about actual conceptual mechanics of all of this stuff. I've only seen a little bit of very basic stuff. So maybe. I mean, if nothing else, you can always try it, and if it doesn't work, then, you know, adjust, try something else.
Yeah, I was able to do it a lot better when I had my body. I think the current state I'm in is kind of Holger's like trailing off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I get it, but it's also just, you know, gotta... I mean, if you're gonna do it anyways, might as well try and just find a way to make it work. Because, yeah, a lot of us have a lot of things wrong with us, actually.
Yeah. Oh, I will say one thing. Barriers are a good way of slowing down glitch data.
I mean, probably, but that would also really depend on what the actual glitch data is and what the mechanics of it are. Because, you know, if it's a bit of a glitch data thing where it you know, eats through a whole lot of data that has a more rigid structure, then you'd have to really change how the barrier works in order to slow it down. And Riv is going to keep rambling about the theoreticals about that.
Folker's actually looking at you with a bit more of a serious expression, I guess you could say, while saying this. I know, because I used some barrier magic to try and slow down the glitch that was eating my body before this.
Oh, well, that's good to know, I guess. I was just more talking about how it probably doesn't... It would probably depend more about the type of glitch data that you're talking about.
Yeah, the one...
Because if magical barriers were a catch-all solution to slowing down or stopping glitch data, I am sure that we would have a whole lot more permanent magical barriers sitting around.
Yeah, mine was a very aggressive eating away your body type one.
Yeah, that would... Yeah, berries would probably work well with that sort of stuff. I don't think it would work well with mine.
Yeah.
In fact, it might make it worse. I'm not sure.
What even is your, glitch?
Well... I think it's more technically correct to say that I'm more of a glitch carrier? The only thing it really does to me personally is it messes with my internal memory file system occasionally. It doesn't get rid of anything. It's more like it moves and then... Okay, so imagine that you try thinking about the color yellow. And so you try thinking about the color yellow. And you think about things to do with yellow. And then all of a sudden, instead of thinking about all of those qualities, you're suddenly thinking about a type of stew you had once. And then when you try and think about what a stew is, instead, you start thinking about a paper that you wrote forever ago. And if you try thinking about anything in particular with that paper, it just does not go to the right place. And that's what it does to me, which is really, really, really annoying. But that's... compared to a lot of people, that I have it pretty good when it comes to that, and that's just more of a side effect. Otherwise, I kind of just can freeze it. Data in general. Like, it makes me really tired when I do that, but actually, I'm pretty sure that if you look back at a couple different... Because you are able to see things when Arcus is in charge, but he can't do it the other way. So if you think back to how it worked with the Forest Guardian, I kind of might have used my glitch on him forcibly, which is why he was having a lot more trouble doing anything, because it sort of kept freezing his data and then rubber banding it back a bit whenever he tried changing it, and then it would, just keep going until he eventually started breaking through it and it started wearing off. But yeah, so if I use it too much on someone, they start looking like how Naoki looked, with the issues of random freezing and time stuttering.
Yeah, that was... bad.
Yep, I do not like using my glitch on people. I just mostly only do it if other people are actively in danger because of them. That's normally when I do it. And I generally feel bad about doing it to people afterwards, because it is not a very nice thing at all. But I still have it a lot better technically than a lot of other people when it comes to glitches. Like you, for instance. Or Actually, I think basically just about anyone else that has a glitch issue in our group. Mine only ruins my memories temporarily and is technically a danger to other people. That's still a pretty good deal.
I don't think so. If it's harming both you and others.
It is a massive improvement over my situation before, so I'm going to take it.
What was your situation before?
I might have been investigating a lot of things to do with the glitch data outbreak that was happening before it even started, because I was exploring a bunch of ruins and I happened to notice that there was a whole lot of data cross-contamination going on with a lot of things. And so I started, sharing some of my findings with people and going to more and more ruins to try and figure out what was going on. And I might have trusted the wrong person, so I might have been kidnapped and had my glitch spliced into me slowly, bit by bit, while I was aware for an entire month before going through an experimental teleporter and escaping. And then I had to work to get my memories back a lot, because I could not stop glitching out and then forgetting everything for a while.
Dot.
It was very uncomfortable. The person who did it kind of doesn't believe in wasting anesthetics when it, technically speaking, wasn't causing actual damage, and instead it was just more like having something shoved into your very being slowly over an entire month.
Riv, you're getting a hug.
Riv's gonna blink and then the hug him back a bit. Fulgur is probably Riv is probably pretty comfortable to hug for Fulgur, considering how much he likes cold things.
Yes.
So he's probably ironically a maximally comfortable hug, actually.
Which is a good time for a quick scene transition.
I will remind you that this is actually our end time.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay.
Jace.
Isa?
While you are in the infirmary, investigating the infirmary for your write-up for the organizational flow chart, a couple of Digimon bring in a Betamon who appears to be completely unconscious and has a bite in the back of their neck, as much as a Betamon has a neck.
Yeah, Jace is going to ask about that relatively quickly.
We don't know. He was found in this. The poor guy was found in the street, just unconscious. It looks like some of his data and maybe some of his blood is missing.
Oh, that's not good.
We won't know until we've had a chance to do a full examination, but that'll take at least a couple days.
Keep me posted. There is things certain Digimon can do like this, and I want to make sure that's not happening here now.
And on that note, thank you for joining, folks.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us on the stream today. That was Data Anomaly Hunters Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/ZGFgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, tipping to the channel directly, or commissioning one of the artists that I manage for. Their details are at zgf.art. But for now, thank you so much for joining, everybody, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. And
Bye,
hands,
bye.
hands, hands, hands.
Goodbye.